The Navigator fights and went against the local authorities and became fugitives. They fled the castle, leaving Yao behind to stone the enemies. Having cut the pursuer loose, they hid among the crowd attending Kasuga Festival. There, they met a memory, who dropped some cryptic warning that were utterly useless because the ghost attacked the town as soon as he left. The party was helping to evacuate the civilians when they ran into the local rebel. This rebel group called the Wisp told Rin that her whole life had been a lie. Before the general came, there used to be fewer ghosts on Cloud Island. The Wisps kept the ghosts in check and everybody lived in harmony. But then colonialism happened and the main island invaded Cloud Island. They sent the generals who controlled the ghosts to attack the Wisp. After the invasion, the general convinced the island there that his priestess came to denazify the ghost. This remained his rule until 10 years ago. 10 years ago, a powerful rebel leader emerged. The rebels planned to stop the spread of the main island culture by putting an end to Kasuga Festival. Seeing the general was about to crush the rebels by force, the former priestess, who was once a native of the island, persuaded them to surrender. This was considered an act of betrayal by Nagi, who stormed the castle and killed the priestess. Before she died, the priestess used the last of her power to place a seal on Nagi in order to protect her from the general's wrath. Per her wish, the general buries the priestess in the mountains with the ghost-laying souls slide on heaven. Yao, who was hiding in a nearby wardrobe, witnessed everything. The shock caused her to become Goblin Slayer. Just kidding, she got amnesia and fled from Cloud Island. Back in the present, Yao stumbled upon the same wardrobe and remembers everything. Meanwhile, the Wisp decided not to kill Rin because she was sharing a plot armor with the Navigators. They tied everybody up and left the prisoner unattended to go find more ghosts. Rin pulled a pro gamer move and used a ghost to cut the restraint. After that, the party joined forth with the Wisp and pushed back the ghost. In a classic crime fiction development, the law enforcement arrived late to climb Reddit after the good guy got everything under control. Also, in the classic superhero movies development, the law enforcement then tried to arrest the good guy. The general blamed the Wisp for summoning the ghost, and the people actually believe him. Rin switched sides and stopped the samurai from arresting the Wisp. They got arrested anyway, and now the whole gang was on the run again. They was hiding in a drum when they heard the general declare a public execution of the Wisp at the Kasuga Festival. This was where they could just throw the Wisp under the bus and save the island from needing bloodshed. But our protagonist decided that blissful ignorance is no better than death if wakeful to prey on the generals. They rescued the Wisp and staged a coup d'etat. The general was forced to reveal his hand and summon ghosts to suppress the rebel. Nagi got drunk and burned down the castle. Then she challenged the general to a duel, but the general was too strong for her. So Vi, Yao and the Navigator left the battlefield to search for Slide of Heaven. With the magnificent and plot armor, they finally defeat the general. Unfortunately, by doing so, they set the stage for direct conflict with the main island. A new general was coming to put down the rebellions. But that is no longer the Navigator's business. He got paid for the quest and left the island.